Thanks, Alex. Ruthie and Jack first found the magic in the Thorn Rooms, the miniature rooms on display at the Art Institute of Chicago, and Marianne Mallone's first book, The 68 Rooms. Now, as things start disappearing, they're afraid the magic is in danger. In this week's edition of Authors Revealed, our own Becky Anderson sits down with Mallone to discuss the sequel, Stealing Magic.
Welcome to Authors Revealed. I'm Becky Anderson. I am so excited. We have Marianne Mallone here with her sequel to The 68 Rooms. It's called Stealing Magic. You know, I was wondering with these books, what's your first recollection of the Thorn Rooms? What is your first, that earliest memory of maybe your mom taking you to see it?
Yeah.
And do you remember that feeling, you know?
I remember the feeling. I don't remember the absolute first time because I think I was so young.
Mm-hmm.
I think I was still in a stroller. I'm sure I was still in a stroller because that's what my mom said. But they were in a different part of the museum.
Yeah, they were.
They were under the staircase, over the railroad tracks on the other side and down. Yeah. And I do remember how dark it was in there.
It was dark.
And there was a smell. And even though you were downstairs, you felt like you were in somebody's attic. Yeah. And it had a completely mysterious, I'm kind of sad in a way. I mean, they're much better where they are now.
Yeah, but I remember where they were before.
It was kind of like hidden away.
How did that contribute to your writing of this book? And how you view the Thorn Rooms now?
Oh, well, one of the things I loved about art history, because I don't consider myself a scholar in any way, but I love that you can look at an object, and it's true for any object. It's just more interesting with old objects, is that there's a story behind them. You know, this word provenance is very important in the world of art history, and it's basically the ancestry of objects. So I love hearing about where an object lived and who owned it and how it was passed on and what happened to it. And so there are just so many stories there, and you look in the rooms, and some of the objects that are in those rooms, as I mention in the book, some of them are quite old. They're antique miniatures. Yeah. They weren't all created in 1930.
I know, that's fascinating.
So they themselves, not just in my story, but those objects really do have histories.
So, have you ever been to a miniature show?
Oh, yeah, years ago.
Okay.
Years ago.
I'm just curious.
And I had my high school drama coach, of all people, who I'm still friends with, although he doesn't teach at that school anymore. He used to he started by creating the sets for our plays in miniature.
Yeah. Oh, really?
And then he became a miniaturist himself, and he had a big setup in his house of miniature rooms he made. And I realized through him that there was this whole world of miniaturists out there.
We've had a wonderful time talking with children's author Marianne Mallone about her new novel. It's the sequel to The 68 Rooms. It's called Stealing Magic. Back to you, Jen.
Thanks, Becky. If you're interested in the full interview with Marianne Mallone, visit our website at nctv17.com for a list of air times.